Afternoon, everyone. I'm excited to be here, and I'm thrilled to get your voices in the room right now. So we're going to explore trust in teams this afternoon, which I believe is at the heart of high-functioning, successful groups. So we have three questions. The first two are yes or no. Mark, can you put that first question in the poll? So good afternoon. The first question is, have you ever been part of a team that you would describe as very effective or good? This is yes or no. So let's go to the second question, I guess. So the second question, the opposite, have you ever been part of a team that you would describe as dysfunctional or bad? So third question and final question, and I'll know you're answering this because this is a scaled question. It's not a yes or no. It's on a scale of 1 to 10. How well does the team you're currently on thrive and maintain high productivity and high vitality? So I'm going to kind of jump in. Um, I love that some of you experience what you'd call good team dynamics, right? In those teams, those good team dynamics, we see ideas flowing, collaboration on those teams comes easily. Office politics are probably non-existent. There's a lot of camaraderie where folks can admit mistakes and they feel safe to do so. And we assume the best intentions of one another on those teams, right? Meetings are efficient, productive, action items are clear, and the environment fosters creativity, innovation, the feeling that we can reach further, right? On the flip side, I also appreciate the honesty from those who've experienced dysfunctional teams, right? Those behaviors where team members are hesitant to speak up or give feedback. There's a lack of collaboration. Weaknesses or mistakes are often concealed, leading to mistrust. Colleagues, we quickly jump to conclusions where we don't assume the best in others, right? And in reality, many of us have experienced a mix of both, right? Trusting and guarded behaviors in teams. And as with any relationships, teams need thoughtful, intentional care to thrive and remain successful. So, right now, I want to share a real life case study that highlights the power of team coaching and how trust can be the key in transforming a team's dynamic. So, I was brought into a dynamic organization with talented, passionate individuals, all experts in their field. And despite this, the team was struggling. The CEO sensed something was wrong and brought me in to try to uncover the issues. I interviewed every individual on the executive team, and from those interviews, a clear theme emerged. The team felt very micromanaged by the CEO. And this led to a culture of fear and distrust where the team members were reluctant to make decisions or speak honestly in meetings. The atmosphere was tense. Team members weren't collaborating, and they certainly weren't assuming the best in one another. So to address this, I introduced a tool called Critical Friends during the next executive meeting. The CEO presented a challenge to the team, and then following the framework of Critical Friends, I had her step back and turn her back to the team. They couldn't see her. There was no sharing of body language. She stepped back, turned her back to the team, and listened. She listened in silence while her team worked together to find a solution. And the key part here is the CEO had to be vulnerable in this moment. By stepping back and allowing her team to take the reins, she was putting herself in a position of trust. This wasn't easy. She had to overcome that urge for her instinct to want to control the process at hand. But by showing vulnerability and taking the risk, she opened the door for her team to take a risk as well. It created a space for them to share their ideas freely without fear of being judged. And at the end of the session, the CEO witnessed something remarkable. Her team, left to their own devices, solved the problem with creativity, their deep domain knowledge, and effective collaboration without needing her to intervene. So this exercise was transformative. The CEO's willingness to be vulnerable inspired her team to step up, share ideas, and collaborate in new ways. She realized her team had the capability to solve complex issues on their own, and the team members saw the power of working together, of collaboration. Respect grew. It grew within the relationships the CEO had with each team member and also amongst the team members. But it didn't happen overnight. It took work, it took commitment from everyone on the team. Each member had to actively participate, trust the process, and be open to change. The Critical Friends exercise, it was the first step. It allowed me to further explore with the team and help the team shape norms that they would use moving forward as they grew to become more successful. The CEO's vulnerability and the team's willingness to engage, that sparked the transformation, but the key was sustaining that progress over time. I continued to meet with the team. We had ongoing coaching sessions. We had structured interactions. They developed and committed to a set of behaviors of a trusting team. They brought their voices to the table. They admitted mistakes easily. They assumed the best in others. They offered and accepted apologies easily. They avoided office politics. And they learned to really leverage what they each brought to the table. So the team now operates much more effectively. They approach every new challenge with a growth mindset, with openness and shared leadership. So I hope you can see from this quick case study the results of team coaching and how it can be transformative. I have a few slides just to further capture and solidify all of this. So Mark, if you want to bring those up, let's see. So, okay, so you can go to the next slide. So this is just the business case for trust. So it's not just a feel good, want to do good. Organizations that prioritize and cultivate trust within their teams are better positioned to achieve their strategic objectives, adapt to change, and maintain a competitive edge in the marketplace. You can bring all these up, Mark, if you don't mind. These are all the behaviors that we discussed. And the bottom line is, we can keep going. Let's see. Enhance collaboration, increase productivity, higher employee engagement, improved innovation, creativity, greater resilience during challenging times, better client stakeholder relationships. You can bring, I think there's another one. Yep, cost efficiency. And it all leads to the ROI of the organization, which is the last you'll see. One more. Yep, there we go. A direct ROI impact in the organization. So there's a business case, there's a dollars and cents reason to make sure we have trust on our teams. It moves the organization forward. We can go to the last slide, the next slide. So I use a lot of different frameworks when I work with teams. And this is just one of them by Patrick Lencioni. Trust is the foundational element for team success. So trust is the cornerstone. It's the cornerstone of teamwork. It embraces every member. Everyone needs to be vulnerable to foster that openness and honesty so that we can have conflict. And teams need conflict and candid debate. And that's driven by trust and free expression so that we can have commitment. You can press the next, there we go. Commitment emerges, and so we can have debate, so we can all reach we can make a decision for one voice for the whole team. So we can have accountability, 100% buy-in from everyone on the team with an attention to results. And it's not individual results, but it's the team result that we're measuring. Everyone has a share in the outcome where we want to get to. So this is my spiel. This is me. Feel free to reach out to me at any time. I hope this has been thought-provoking and has sparked some curiosity on your end about trust and teams and the power of team coaching. Thank you for your time.